This is not self-help. This is healing. Body, nervous system, wholeness. Energy medicine, Ayurveda-inspired living, herbal wisdom. Learn, heal, and be together. Wholeness isn't fixing, it's integrating. Evolve Global 22's Healing Light Studio. Understanding begins here. Healing happens here. Wholeness lives within you. Hello, everybody. Welcome to Evolve Global 22's Healing Light Studio. We are entering the circle. I'm so happy that you're here. Let's get into this tonight. Today is Wednesday, February 4th. So we are halfway through a new week. I hope it's going wonderfully for you. Once again, welcome everyone. I'm so glad that you're here tonight. Take a deep breath. Let your shoulders drop if you want to. There's nothing you need to accomplish here. Over the last 2 nights, we've been gently building something together. On Monday, we explored how choice emerges naturally when safety is present. On Tuesday, we named how choice cannot exist under force and how the body chooses regulation when it feels invited rather than commanded. Tonight, my friends, we take the next step in this sequence because once choice becomes possible, something deeper begins to form. That something, my friends, is agency. And here's the key distinction for tonight. Agency does not mean independence. Agency means relationship. As always, learning point number 1. Agency is inner collaboration, not control. Many of us were taught that agency means being strong, self-sufficient, and in control. At all times, I might add. But in the body, agency doesn't look like domination. It looks like cooperation. Agency emerges when different parts of the body and nervous system are allowed to communicate with one another. This matters, my friends, because when we equate agency with control, we often override ourselves in the name of being empowered. Let's think about this. Ask yourself this question. When have you mistaken override for strength? In energy medicine, agency emerges when energy moves between parts, not when it is forced in one direction. In Ayurveda-inspired living, balance is seen to come from honoring one's unique constitution and physical, mental, emotional makeup, not imposing ideals. In herbal wisdom, my friends, harmonizing herbs support cooperation rather than dominance. In natural law, ecosystems thrive through independence, not hierarchy. And in ancient teachings, indigenous councils make decisions through listening, not command. Learning point number 2. The body holds many voices, not one. Let me say that again. The body holds many voices, not just one. The body is not a single voice. It is a council. There are parts of you that hold wisdom, fear, protection, fatigue, and longing. Agency means allowing these voices to be heard, not silenced. Ignoring parts of the body creates internal conflict, not empowerment. Ask yourself this question. When part of you tends to get ignored, which part of you tends to get ignored when decisions are made? In energy medicine, listening reduces energetic fragmentation. In Ayurveda inspired living, each dosha or body type has a message. Imbalance occurs when one dominates. In herbal wisdom, nervines, which are herbs and botanical remedies that support calm and nourish the nervous system, and heart herbs support internal dialogue. Modern science has established that parts-based and polyvagal models confirm multiple inner states. Human beings do not operate from a single consistent personality or physiological state. Instead, we have multiple internal states, different ways of behaving, feeling, and thinking that shift based on our perception of safety, threat, or trauma. Now, we've brought in astrology this week, and I just want to give you something for thought. The planet Venus reflects values and inner attunement. In astrology, this statement means that the planet Venus dictates what you find important, worthy, and beautiful, what you value, and how you harmonize with yourself and the world. That's your inner attunement. Venus is not just about romance, because that's what it's typically associated with. It is the inner compass of your desires, your self-worth, and aesthetic tastes. Your value, for example. A person with a Venus in Taurus, for example, might value security, comfort, and physical touch. Someone with Venus in Gemini might value intellectual freedom and conversation. This is all just to symbolize and think about how the universe is linked to how we are made, because we are part of the natural universe. So Venus is linked to self-worth, financial attitude. It represents misalignment, which can lead to unhappiness. It's linked to a person's internal dialogue, emotional harmony, and the vibrational energy that you radiate. Learning point number 3. Ignoring sensation erodes trust. Every time sensation is ignored, my friends, the body learns one thing: my voice does not matter. Agency cannot grow where trust is broken internally. Self-betrayal, even small, accumulates. Think about this. Ask yourself this. Where have I learned to push past my body's signals? In energy medicine, sensation reveals energetic truth. In Ayurveda, the body signals imbalance before illness. And I might add, that is so important because we miss the signals. Herbal wisdom, grounding herbs support reconnection to bodily cues. In the natural law, signals exist to protect systems. Modern science, let's talk about a perspective in modern science. Interoception, which is your internal map, governs self-regulation. Interoception acts as the brain-body connection needed for regulation. Without it, you might not know you are hungry until you are dizzy, or you might not know you are angry until you are already shouting. With it, you notice your heart rate rising, that's interoception. Realize you are getting anxious, that's interpretation. And take deep breaths to calm down, that's self-regulation. In short, my friends, interoception sends the signal, and self-regulation acts on it. A simple example, again, let me give you one more example. The interoceptive signal For example, could be your muscles feel tight and your breathing is fast. The interpretation of this, I'm feeling stressed. The self-regulation, you take a breath to calm down. If you cannot feel your body's signals, you cannot manage your emotions or physical needs. That is why good interception is the foundation of self-regulation. Learning point number 4, validation strengthens agency. Validation, my friends, is not agreement. It is acknowledgement. When the body feels acknowledged, it becomes willing to participate. Invalidated systems shut down. Validated systems engage. Ask yourself this question. What shifts when I acknowledge a feeling instead of dismissing it? In energy medicine, validation stabilizes the energetic field. In Ayurveda, compassion calms aggravated doshas or body types. In herbal wisdom, soothing herbs support emotional safety. In ancient teaching, witnessing is healing. Now let's make an analogy to astrology. Think about the moon. The moon, its emotional acknowledgement restores balance. So the moon symbolizes or represents, and think of this from a spiritual or energetic perspective, it represents emotional acknowledgement and it restores balance. Here is a simple explanation of this. The moon in astrology and spirituality represents your inner world, your moods, and your deepest emotional needs. Emotional acknowledgement simply means noticing and accepting how you feel, rather than pushing your feelings away or ignoring them. The restores balance piece is when you stop fighting your emotions and allow yourself to feel them. Your mind becomes calmer and more peaceful. In short, my friends, just like the moon phases light and dark, your emotions change too. When you stop fighting your feelings and admit, I am feeling sad, stressed, anxious, you stop an internal war. This acknowledgement acts like a reset button, bringing your mind back to steady, balanced state. Learning point number 5. Agency grows through compassion, not pressure. Agency does not respond to pressure. It responds to kindness. The body opens when it feels met, not managed. Pressure creates performance. Compassion creates participation. Ask yourself this question: what would change if I approached my body with kindness? Healing through relational safety. Let's talk about this point from a modern consciousness perspective. Healing through relational safety means repairing emotional wounds, not by isolating ourselves, but by creating secure, trusting connections with others. It shifts the focus from fixing ourselves alone to healing through the experience of being truly seen, heard, and accepted without judgment. In natural law, systems flourish when nurtured. Tonight, my friends, we explored agency in interrelationship, not control. The body, we explored how the body holds many voices, and trust erodes when sensation is ignored. We talked about validation and how it strengthens participation, and compassion builds true agency. Agency is not about doing more, it's about listening better. As always, our 5 reflection journal questions. If you haven't started journaling, Please take one day a week to start for 5 or 10 minutes. Reflection question number 1. Where do I override myself in the name of strength? Number 2, which part of me is asking to be heard more often? Number 3, how does my body signal when it feels dismissed? And number 4, what does inner collaboration feel like in my body? And last, number 5, how can I practice compassion toward myself today? If this idea of agency as relationship resonates with you, Patreon is where we explore this through guided practices and deeper support. Evolve Global 22's Healing Light Studio is now on Patreon. I have created a Founders Healing Circle where we do deep dives. Members get support, and there's many resources in there. There's also a masterclass every week where we do the deep dives into what we talk about here on the free live streams on our free healing circle. The Founders Healing Circle in Patreon is open for $7.99, $7.99 for the first 50 members. Go check it out. And if you need deeper support or you want more practices or you want more resources to help you and your healing, that's where you need to go. And then please visit my Stand store. It's a place that houses all of my digital products. It's building slowly. One major item in there is the Walk Into Your Power journal. It's something that that is a tool for people to be guided through their own healing journey. If you become a Patreon member in the Founders Circle, you get that for free. Tonight, my friends, you are not meant to control yourself. You are meant to be in relationship with yourself. Remember always, healing lives here, but wholeness lives within you. Peace, love, and light to every single one of you. I love you. Take care, and I will see you in the circle.